before we record?
Yeah. No, after. No.
Oh, you want to start?
Yeah. Come on, start it.
All right, let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, episode 84. We are back.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
That is right, guys.
Happy anniversary.
This is our 2-year anniversary show, the third WrestleMania that we will be previewing.
Yeah, baby.
Our very first episode was right in this basement, right in these two very seats. I think we sat in opposite seats.
We did.
We did. Why did we do that?
I don't know.
Oh.
But
We're here.
We're there.
We're everywhere.
WWP, baby.
WWP, baby. We're back.
2 years of loving times with Craig. I'm going to take a shot for that.
What do you mean loving times with Craig?
Like, I love the time I spend with you, Craig. Like, that's, 2 years I'm sitting down side by side with you, talking about men in their underwear wrestling each other, sweaty. And
that's questionable.
And we're very passionate about that. So I just want to...
phrasing.
Maybe it's questionable, Craig, but can't I just say my love is pure and for you? Like, that's, that's...
Why do you have to say love? Like, why is that the
because
first word that jumps to mind?
I love you, Craig, and on this 2-year anniversary show, you will say it back to me.
No, that's not happening.
All right, if you don't take this shot, then you have to say I love you.
I'll take the shot, then. You set that up nice and easy for me. Thank you, sir. Cheers, buddy. What was that?
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey.
Nice. Let's get it out of the screen view for everyone to see our lovely faces and whatnot.
I
honestly don't think...
I'm a little nervous, but I actually wrote, because it's the 2-year anniversary of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, I wrote you a little poem. Just a quick one, maybe like a haiku type of thing.
Ooh, a haiku.
Haiku for you.
Okay, go for it, right? I'm not really looking forward to this.
Uh-oh. Roses are red. Roses are red, violets are blue. Wrestling is fake, but my love for you is real. And that came right from here, baby. Straight from the Cupid's arrow heart.
I
love you, bro.
don't particularly,
2 years, I've loved you. You've been on my back, I've been on your back. We carry each other.
That never happened. Nor will it ever...
You carry your weight, my weight on you.
No.
And you do it vigorously and proudly.
Why? No.
So,
why would I...
Fucking happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
To
but that's
my
it.
best friend.
No.
To the only man. The only man that I love.
Friend and only friend.
Unconditionally.
You don't love your dad?
He doesn't count as a boy.
I'm not a boy. I'm a kid.
I'm a man.
I'm a kid. I stopped being a boy.
A boy who has a boy.
Okay. Yes, guys, we are live for our Periscope viewers. I'm back watching the Periscope.
It's Christine.
Christine has joined us back on
it's
the Wretched...
Christine Day.
God damn him.
Doesn't sound the same as Rusev
Nothing
Day.
sounds good coming out of your mouth when you sing it.
Oh, everything comes good in and out of my mouth. So,
God damn it,
Craig, I think you should just not be as critical of me. That's all.
Maybe you're right. Maybe this whole time it's been me the problem. I'm the problem.
I think you're the problem.
I've been the problem this whole time. It's nothing to do with the questionable phrasing or the questionable lifestyle choices that you've made.
It's questionable. Craig.
Freddy boy. Freddy Fun Bags. Fred injured himself on the microphone there.
I hit my nose on the mic. I'm not Pinocchio. Fuck. I forgot where I was going with this now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shit. What were you saying? Listen, the questionable dating part can easily be explained.
Oh, sure.
There was a There was a guy named Corey who was a cross-dresser.
Should we recap everything that's happened in WWE?
Because there's new people here. My sister's watching, so she doesn't know about Corey.
I think the YouTube feed has crashed, so I'm just giving up on that for the night.
YouTube.
So we had our 2 seconds of video on YouTube today. So
whatever, dude.
Fuck it, I don't give a shit. 2 years later, and we still haven't figured out this shit.
No, we have all our cameras and iPads lined up with various objects of the household.
Yeah,
holding it up in a little
Lysol can holding everything up right now.
Yeah.
So we're here to discuss.
I mean, it's WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, baby.
CZON.
We got NXT Takeover tomorrow night, or tonight for our audio listeners.
They're taking over fat of there.
And we have WrestleMania 34 on Sunday.
Yeah. From Nolans.
From Nolans. We're going to jump right into NXT, believe it or not. We're going to do a quick preview of NXT before we jump into the granddaddy of them all.
You mean we're doing NXT next?
I didn't realize NXT is spelled next.
I thought it was called before something.
Stupid.
So let's go through this pretty quickly.
Before or something. They should make a show. That's what they should rename 205 Live. It should be B and the letter number 4. B4. Awesome. So they have B4 and next. So fucking lame.
And you have to be under 4 pounds to wrestle.
Yeah. No, the Tyler's
not. No,
I don't think anybody can do that then.
Probably a preemies or something
dogs,
like that.
maybe? A couple kitties?
Maybe Hammer is Zack Sabre.
Kitties?
Maybe. Hey, kitties. Hey, shit. Hey, my air shit bucket. What's his name again? Shit Rock. Come here, Shit Rock.
Doing Trailer Park Boys references right off the get-go. Guys, we are here for our 2-year anniversary show. We have lots to talk about, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in to NXT TakeOver.
Drop it in.
New Orleans. Let's talk
about
it, man.
Let's do it.
We have Johnny Gargano taking on Tommaso Ciampa in an unsanctioned match. And if
I don't even care about the rest of the match, the show. This is the match I want to see.
This is the match of the night. If Gargano wins, he will be reinstated to NXT. If Ciampa wins, Gargano will be fired for NXT forever.
Forever.
Now, throwing that stipulation in our predictions, kind of was leading me towards thinking, like, okay.
Great, Rob Hoss is on.
Oh, Rob Hoss, our good old friend. He doesn't have anything bad to say about our good old friend Freddie Funbag.
He never would.
No.
I mean, I think he got it all out of his system last week or 2 weeks ago.
We're all good. We're good.
You know, every week I say that, but then he always comes back with something else. So I don't know who to believe anymore.
But I'm not going to lie. We started pretty much right on time. It is 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. As I predicted. So we started on time for the first time ever.
And that's because circumstances led us to this. This was really awesome.
I know, right? It never happens. So,
never.
What do you think happens here? Do you think Gargano wins and stays in NXT, or is he fired and gets fired from NXT and then perhaps goes to the main roster? What do you think, Fred?
Everyone's thinking that he's going to lose. I'm saying he wins. He's lost a lot.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot. I mean, Cien Almas, twice, actually, at 2 takeovers. One in Brooklyn and the last one. He's always lost in DIY. The guy needs something, man. He's like the Roderick Strong, man. He just loses a lot. I don't know, man. I gotta go with Gargano on this one.
Yeah,
honestly, he needs something.
I was leaning for most of the last couple weeks. I've been catching up on NXT for feverishly for the last month. I've been trying to watch an episode a night just to catch up. Yeah, feverishly, man.
It's like 103 or something. It's pretty cold outside, though.
And my thoughts, pretty much throughout watching all of the build and whatnot, was that he was going to... Is it mine? What is this? Is this just water?
I don't know. You're the one that poured it.
I did not pour this.
I didn't pour it either.
It's definitely questionable.
That actually is questionable, though. I'll admit that one.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't know.
What is this?
I don't know.
Where did you find this cup? Are you drugging me?
I brought it from behind the bar.
It had water in it already?
I didn't notice that it had water in it.
It's not alcohol. It's definitely just water. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Well,
this is a great way to start our big 2-year anniversary show. But anyway, so as I was saying, Ciampa seemed like he was going to win, and Gargano would lose and go get promoted to the main roster. But I'm kind of with you now. He's kind of he's entering that Daniel Bryan territory where he's that underdog who always loses, but
he's lost too much, I think.
Yeah, and at the same time, Gargano's got to get called up with Ciampa so that this feud could continue on the main roster. And Ciampa just came back. He's been out for almost a year. So they're not going to call up Ciampa now, even though he's getting absolute mega heel heat in NXT right now.
As well as should.
He should be. I mean, it was great. For a couple weeks, he just came out to the ring, would raise his hand to cut a promo, and the crowd would just boo him and not let him say anything, and he didn't even get to say anything for a couple weeks. It was great.
It's like Jason Jordan-esque.
Yes. It was unbelievable. So
cool.
But I'm kind of with you now. I think when Gargano does get called up, Ciampa's going to get called up with him. It's going to be like when Zayn and Owens got called up. They kind of always have to be at each other's odds, you know, and they're always going to have to tangle. So I think I'm with you. I think Gargano will stay in NXT for a little bit longer. I don't know how much longer because he has been there for a while now.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much. I can't wait for that match, man. It's gonna. I wish it would.
It's unsanctioned too, which means it's gonna be crazy.
It's probably gonna be like the second to last match. I think, honestly.
It could be the opener, just to get the crowd really hot.
Yeah, we got next for the North American Championship. They're debuting a new title, which is great. So we're gonna having Adam Cole, Bay, versus EC3, versus Killian Dane, versus Lars Sullivan, versus Ricochet, versus Velveteen Dream.
This is going to be
DREAM Dream.
This is going to be a crazy spot fest, but it's with the guys they have in this. You know, minus Killian Dane and Lars Sullivan. I'm not huge fans of either of them. In fact, Killian Dane to me...
You don't like Killian?
I
really like the other guy from Sanity more. Alexander Wolf.
I like Alexander Wolf.
I like him, but...
He's good, yeah, no, he's good.
Killian's not bad, though.
I don't really like him. He's just like a...
I don't hate him,
He's like Albert mixed with Bray Wyatt. I just don't give a shit about him.
I don't care about EC3 either.
I've never cared about EC3, not even...
I don't care.
Not in
whatever.
TNA and not when he was in WWE many years ago. Adam Cole's going to obviously have like... Adam Cole's guy has a rough night ahead of him. He's in this match and he's also in the tag team match later in the show because Bobby Fish is injured. So he's representing the Undisputed Era later in the show.
And
so,
then
so I don't think Adam Cole wins. As much as I thought he would going into this, I thought this was his match to win.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to win anymore. I don't see Killian Dane winning this match. I don't see... Lars Sullivan...
I don't see Ricochet winning either.
Lars Sullivan, or as I like to call him, Kane Snitsky, is literally the most boring fucking wrestler in NXT right now. I don't give a shit about this guy. There's Ricochet. I can never fucking say that. Ricochet. I always call him Ricochet for some reason. Ricochet. He's debuting. He's not winning, right? Like, it'd be cool, but it's not happening.
Should go to Cole or Velveteen Dream.
I think Velveteen Dream's going to be the first North American champion here.
DREAM Dream. My brother-in-law actually is on, and he's talking about, Razor Ramon. So the question is, in this ladder match, will Razor Ramon debut? Will he interfere?
No.
Will he give the Razor's edge on the ladder to somebody else, maybe to Ricochet?
Let me think about that.
That's the question of the night, I think.
I might have to come back and record a new episode tomorrow because it's going to take me that long to figure out an answer. Oh, wait, no, that's not going to happen. No, it's not going to happen at all, no.
Actually, that question would never have been brought up if Jen had not pushed the brakes on her car and almost...
Have I told that story on the podcast before?
You did, I think a while ago, though.
Yeah, maybe I'll tell it later in the show. I don't want to waste time.
I'm not going to talk about Scott Hall again, but okay.
Okay, so, long story short,
Razor Ramon will not be there, by the way.
No, he will not.
Clear it up. Everyone keeps
long story short, I was at a concert and my friend texted me that Scott Hall and X-Pac and a couple other ex-WWE guys were in a restaurant that he worked in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's so random. And then I kind of forgot about it. And then the next day, me and my wife, we weren't married at the time. We were driving, and it was right near.
How could you be your wife if you weren't married at the time?
Because we dated for 9 years before we got married.
Oh, yeah.
That
makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he, for some reason, we were driving and something happened where there was a light changing. My wife was driving and it was obviously red and I knew she was trying to blow the light. I'm like, Jen, please stop. There's a guy trying to cross.
She was going to say,
please stop. Please stop the car. There's a guy trying to cross the street.
Jen was trying to blow me and then...
Blow the light. Blow the light. And I'm like, please stop. Because I saw a guy trying to cross the street, and the guy crossed the street, and he kind of looked at us and was kind of like, what the fuck? And he kept walking. I'm like, wow, that guy really looks like Scott Hall. And I was like, oh yeah, my friend called me yesterday. He said he saw Scott Hall yesterday. And then, it all connected in my mind. I was like, holy shit, that was Scott Hall. My wife almost hit Scott Hall with a car.
She would have been infamously
this was in,
for killing a member of the clique.
This must have been like 2005. They had some big wrestling convention in like right around kind of like 10 minutes from our house.
And I didn't know that she nicknamed your penis the light because you said blowing the light. I didn't actually know that she called it that. Like when she looked at it, she's like looking into the light, like, oh my god, I'm in heaven because your penis is there or something like that.
For the NXT Women's Championship, Ember Moon will be defending against Shayna Baszler. This one's
Let's go a little quick on this card.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit about this match at all.
I think Baszler wins.
I think Baszler wins as well.
Ember Moon last time just came with a quick victory, like a roll up or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and got but she got her fucking ass kicked the whole time. I think that Ember Moon's gonna move up after WrestleMania.
I don't think Ember Moon's getting called up right away. I think she's gonna challenge for the title for, try to regain it for a couple more months, and then maybe she gets called up at like SummerSlam time. But yeah, I don't think Ember Moon's getting called up yet. But I do think Shayna is winning.
Of course, yeah, we have the NXT Championship.
Tag team match. We'll do a tag match.
Oh, okay. The Undisputed Era representing Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly.
Because Bobby Fish is injured.
Exactly. Versus the Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Dunn. They should call their name Strong and Dunn. Like, I banged her strong and now I'm done. It's like sexual, but it's like wrestling.
Yeah, it's a triple threat tag match for the NXT titles and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. The finals of the Tag Team Classic was supposed to be Roderick Strong and Dunn versus the Authors of Pain, but Undisputed Era interfered. And then with Bobby Fish being out of the picture, it's now literally it's Adam Cole is he's wrestling twice now. So I was gonna go. Before Bobby Fish got injured, I was going to say Undisputed Era retains here, but because Adam Cole's wrestling twice, I don't know.
I think he's going to be too tired. He's going to eat the pin.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the one who eats the pin here.
And I think Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne are going to win.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, because I think Authors of Pain are definitely getting called up. They've been in NXT for a while. They've been a dominant tag team. I can see them going to SmackDown, the first SmackDown right after Mania, so I think Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne are the only viable option here. Undisputed... depends on which match goes first between this and the ladder match, because one of the matches, Adam Cole will be fresh. I don't know.
They usually go in order, pretty much. Like, they don't, switch things up. So they'll probably... The way you're doing it, the way it's set up in Wikipedia, except for, the Gargano match, I think they're going to do it the same way. Like, they're going to do North American... Right. Tag team women world championship like they always do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I guess so.
It's tough, anyway. But yeah, I'm going with Strong and Dunn too. And finally, we have the singles match for the NXT Championship. Andrade Cien Almas is defending against Aleister Black. This one's definitely going to Aleister Black.
I can't see how it's not. Yeah, I mean,
Cien Almas has had a good run. He's had a good run as NXT champion. Better than I thought he would be. I thought he was going to be a terrible champion, but he had great matches with. He had the title when he won the title from Drew McIntyre. That was very good, and I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how long Drew McIntyre's out. Is he out for a while?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was going to say maybe he interferes and costs him the title, but I guess that's not happening. So. But Aleister Black's the new face of the show right now. He's got to win the title. It's WrestleMania weekend. They got to have a big send-off for the end of the show. So he's got a fucking great theme song.
Let's see with the Facebook live feed. John Ladano saying, "OMG, I made the show. Many more years of great success. Maybe this year both of you can grow less patchy beards." Okay, that was uncalled for. Very much. Thank you very much, John Ladano. I don't know who you are.
I don't know if you've seen us when we shave, but it's not good. This is the best we can do, so just deal with it.
Deal with it.
Deal with it.
And then Rob Hoss, of course, has to chime in right after John Ladano and say, maybe Fred won't fall for chicks with penises either. It happened once! It happened once.
I mean, you did stay together with her for a very...
But once I knew the penis was visible, I clearly got out of the relationship.
George, who George. Do you remember George?
George who?
George, the guy from the drag queen bar.
No.
George,
no.
Who roofied you?
No, he roofied
and
me in
might
Nashville.
have raped you.
He allegedly may have roofied me maybe when I was in Nashville, but Craig, that was so long ago. Maybe you shouldn't bring that part of this part of to the podcast because
you think so?
If you do that, you're deflecting from the wrestling show and the aspect of it, and I don't really need to.
The only deflecting here is you.
But I mean, look, we have a great NXT card. Maybe we should go back to it because. That's really what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, because we got to get to WrestleMania. So, Fred, who do you got winning the NXT champion?
I'm Black.
Mr. Black.
All stairs are black is winning.
All right. So that's NXT Takeover. It's gonna be great. I hope it's as enjoyable as the card seems it's gonna be. But NXT really never doesn't deliver, so I'm not really worrying about it at all.
Can we? When we talk about the WrestleMania card,
sure.
Can we go out of order a little bit? Talk about some, do we have to go You
want to start with something good?
Yeah.
Let's start with something good.
I want to talk about Ronda Rousey because that's what everyone wants us to talk about.
All right, let's talk about Ronda. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
All right. So Ronda Rousey is making her professional wrestling debut in the WWE. She is teaming up with the Olympic gold medalist. Woo!
In his return to WrestleMania too.
His return match to WrestleMania. Mr. Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. He is taking on exactly.
Everyone used to do that. That was
hopefully they both drink milk to the ring, but they are facing Triple H and that stupid bitch known as Stephanie McMahon.
So. As far as predictions go, this is one of the easiest matches to call on the show. Angle and Rousey are definitely winning this match.
So what do you think? What do you think about it, though? Do you think that? Do you think Ronda is going to be good? Not Charlotte level, but you think she'll?
I think they're going to protect her.
Will it be weak?
I think they're going to protect her. They're going to not have her in the match for most. I think it's going to be mostly Angle and Triple H doing most of the work.
Fair enough.
She might start the match for a couple minutes, and then Stephanie tags out. So and that just might be the whole match. Every time Stephanie gets in, she's going to tag out.
Exactly.
And I don't know who that is.
My sister. Oh, that's John's friend. Yeah. And my friend too.
I didn't know who you were talking about.
What's up, Gary? Christine knows Kurt Angle. That's why I wanted to talk about this match first, because she does know.
It's true. It's damn true.
It's true. She does know him, and she used to have a crush on Triple H when she was younger, and she hated Stephanie McMahon, which is deserved because she's a stupid ass bitch. But anyway, the main focus though.
Stupid ass bitch.
So the last week on Raw, they had their showdown basically, where they sat down and they talked a little smack to each other. Things escalated from there when they were doing their stare down, and Ronda Rousey actually got put through a table by Stephanie McMahon. So I like that, because I think that obviously Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle are going to win, but it's nice to show that, hey, they got a little bit of offense.
Right, Ronda's not going to be invincible. Right, it was good. They had to do that, and Stephanie's going to do whatever it takes to win, even though she's not a pro wrestler. So, so I think Triple H and Angle are going to do the majority of the match here. They're going to work most of the match. The hot tag at the very end is going to be Stephanie and Ronda. And ultimately, I think Ronda is going to make her tap out to the arm bar, and she's going to break Stephanie. That was air quotes for our audio listeners. Break Stephanie's arm, and then Stephanie's going to be walking around in a cast for the next 6 months or something.
I think she looked pretty damn good on Raw last week. I think she got more confident on the mic. The crowd was
getting better. She's getting better.
The crowd was super hot for her.
Yes. Agreed.
Her selling was a little weird with the table, but I'll forgive that because she's not really a wrestler yet. So
right, she's working on it. But you got Angle and Rousey winning too.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have even asked. All right,
I would bet my left ball sack on that.
All right, so that was first match. Want to jump into something else?
And here's the kicker: I don't even have left ball sack.
Right, one nut Fred. That was a joke in our fantasy baseball league where
I'm not a Mr. Ophir, by the way.
Inside jokes, unless he's watching. Ariel, are you watching?
Huh?
Sorry. Let's get one.
What were we gonna say before?
I don't remember. Let's get one of the shitty matches out of the way now. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal returns to WrestleMania.
This was my match.
It literally means nothing, but for what we have right now is Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Ty Dillinger, Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, Primo Cologne,
Jesus,
Kane, Kurt Hawkins, Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable, and Aiden English are your announced participants. I'm sure there'll be maybe a few NXT guys. Maybe Lars Sullivan gets thrown in that for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
and who do you think's going to win this match? This is kind of a crapshoot every year. You never even know who's in it, and it doesn't really have any meaning to it, because, I mean, look what happened to Mojo Rawley last year. He won it and proceeded to do nothing the last whole year. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to go with the guys who are in it now. I'm not going to try and speculate.
True. I'm
going to throw it out here now. I think Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt are going to be the last two. I think Bray Wyatt's going to be in it as well. I just said I wouldn't speculate, but Matt Hardy's in it. I think Bray Wyatt's going to be in it because they're feuding.
Okay.
And I think Bray Wyatt wins this match for no reason. For no reason. I just think that they're like the stars of the match. Maybe Ziggler wins it too. I don't know. That's possible. But I'm going to go. My official pick's going to be Matt Hardy.
I was going to go with Ty Dillinger. Usually because they give it to someone random. Like last year, Mojo Rawley was completely random.
That was the most random of any of them. And Cesaro was random when he won it.
Cesaro was random, too.
But he was at least an up and coming guy. Like Mojo just seemed so out of place.
But but I feel like Ty Dillinger.
Christine Goldust is still wrestling.
Yes, and he's actually good.
He's still good.
Actually good. Like every time that he cuts a promo or he's in a match of some sorts or anything like that, I'm actually into it.
Yeah, me too.
He's been really fucking good. So,
all right. So you picked who'd you pick?
Ty Dillinger.
And I picked whatever. So let's go into the next match. What do you want to talk about next, Fred? Let's pick a different match. Let's not go with the other.
Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay,
the Miz, who is the reigning champion right now, he just gave birth to his baby daughter. I don't remember her name.
Neither
starts
do
with an M. I was going to say Mason, but that's a boy's name.
Miz Arena? Miz Teen.
He's going to face in a triple threat match with him, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor. Now, this past week on Raw, Finn Balor and Seth Rollins fought against each other with Miz on commentary. It was a great match. And they've also had this match already. Let us not forget the beginning of May, where the three of them fought for a number one contendership for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw. I was actually going home on the plane from my brother-in-law's bachelor party, watching that match. If they give it a good amount of time, it's going to be really fucking good, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think this has the potential to be one of those under-the-radar matches that you don't really expect to be good. Well, the three guys are all good, but...
the name is Marilyn. That's right, Mrs. Baby's name, Marilyn.
Oh, yeah.
Marilyn Mizarian.
It's a match that has good guys in it, but nobody's really going out of their way to watch this match. Nobody's ordering the pay-per-view for this match, but it has the potential to steal the show. I love triple threat matches. I've said that on the podcast before. I think it's better than singles matches. I prefer pretty much any big-time match to be a triple threat match, just because you get that one guy resting, and you think it's over in the whatever's happening in the match, and then that other guy comes out of nowhere and makes the last-second save for the pinfall, and then, it continues, and, they keep doing the exchange and do vice versa and shit. Yes. As far as predictions go, we talked a lot about this feud last week, so I don't want to waste too much time on the feud. I'm going with Finn Balor only because they need to give him something right now to go on.
He really needs something.
He's got nothing going on. He's had nothing going on for quite a while now. I don't remember the last interesting thing he's done. Yeah, I can't even think of it.
And then at least with Seth Rollins, he can always feud with Finn Balor going forward. I think that Miz is going to actually take some time off to spend some time with his wife and new daughter.
Yeah.
Kind of more makes sense now.
Yeah, and I think...
Exactly. So,
and we said this last week. I think if they do write him off, then they're going to... When he does come back, he's going to start a program with the returning Daniel Bryan. because the writing's on the wall for that. You want to get another shit match out of the way? Let's do another shit match. Did you go with you went with the prediction with Finn Balor too?
Yeah, it was. Yes.
Okay, all right. So we're just gonna have the same predictions for every match this week.
We've kind of actually talked about all this stuff already, but
Cruiserweight Championship, vacant Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander taking on Mustafa Ali. I don't care at all whatsoever. I don't give a shit about this match at all. It's gonna be good. Let's just say that. I mean, the cruiserweights are all really good. They're all very talented. I have not watched 205 Live because we don't watch 205 Live. Again, it doesn't roll off the tongue as much as SmackDown did.
Same.
It was so much better when we could say
same.
that. It was so much better. But
not
anyway,
the same.
I don't watch it. I know the tournament. People have been saying the tournament has been very good, and 205 Live has been great since basically since Enzo got fired. All indications would seem to point to Cedric winning the title here because they've tried building him up. He was actually scheduled to face Enzo before Enzo got fired.
The Alexander Entertainer.
But I'm like, why would they do a face versus face match if Cedric was going to win? I think they're trying to build up Mustafa Ali right now, and I think it's going to be one of those like under the radar matches where like a guy you weren't expecting to win is going to win because Cedric's the guy that they've built him up a couple times, and he falls flat on his face or something happened with Enzo. But Mustafa,
maybe you should watch where he's walking then something.
So I'm going with Ali winning the match. Fred, what do you have?
You're going with Mr. Ali, baby. I don't give a fuck, Alexander. I don't know. I don't care. I haven't been watching the tournaments. I don't care.
Nobody has.
No.
All right, so let's go back to something good. For the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos are taking on the New Day.
Welcome to the Uso Penitentiary!
And the Bludgeon Brothers in a triple threat tag team match. So, I think this match is going to be fucking good. Now, and I only say that because
off the hook.
The Usos and the New Day have had a series of fantastic matches over the last couple months. It goes without saying, it doesn't take much for them to do anything out of the ordinary here. They're going to have their good match. They always do.
They always have
Throw in the Bludgeon Brothers, who are kind of like a different feel to this tag team. Because like the Usos...
They've had... Harper and Rowan of the Bludgeon Brothers have had really good matches with the Usos.
Right, a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago when the Usos were dressed up in all their stupid face paint and shit.
Right, and the Usos and the Bludgeon Brothers were just part of the Wyatt family.
Mm-hmm.
So, I agree. This has the potential to be another show stealer. Just kind of like out of nowhere, nobody's really expecting it to steal the show. I mean, everybody knows the Usos and New Day are good. And Bludgeon Brothers don't get a lot of credit. I mean, Luke Harper is an unbelievable talent who doesn't get a lot of credit.
They're stuck with a stupid gimmick where they come out with hammers.
I think the gimmick would be fine.
Bludgeon! It's like, shut up.
I think the gimmick would be fine if they weren't called Bludgeon Brothers and they didn't carry those giant mallets to the ring. Other than that...
They should have just been the same.
They should have just been the same.
Rowan comes out with that same mask still.
He still does wear the mask.
He wears a different attire now. It's really stupid.
The Usos... me and Fred have talked about this off the podcast several times. We think they're going to Raw right now. We think that the Raw tag team division is severely lacking right now. I mean, you have what? You have the Bar. You have
because
and
the Hardys. Jeff Hardy got hurt.
Jeff Hardy.
So that was the Hardys out. Jason Jordan got hurt.
Right.
The Revival just came back. They kind of gave up on the club again. So really, they just have the Bar,
right,
and that's it.
Yeah,
really, So
the Bar and maybe the Revival, but even them, they're not even building them up correctly. So that's why we think the Usos are going to Raw. So we think they're going to drop the straps here. Now the question is, do they lose to the New Day or do they lose to the Bludgeon Brothers? New Day have had their time in the light. I think it's time to finally reward Luke Harper and Bray Wyatt and Eric Rowan and give the Bludgeon Brothers their first titles since getting called up to WWE. They haven't had a title since NXT. I mean, it's time to give these guys. They've been in the roster for like 5 years.
A title in NXT?
They were the tag team champions in NXT.
Were they?
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay.
But nothing since then. Never won. And did Luke Harper win the Intercontinental title at one point? He might have actually. I might be taking that back. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
No.
So, Fred, who do you got? Who do you got in the prediction here?
It's tough because, like I said, the Bludgeon Brothers do deserve it.
It's about time they get rewarded for working hard.
Yeah, and I can also see the New Day winning it for the 5th time, whatever they are, or the 6th time, and then having like a big celebration with a huge pancakes,
confetti.
huge like last year I had a huge box of cereal, like a gigantic size.
Right.
And like I
They'll
can see
have a
them
cool
just
entrance, I'm assuming.
I can see, they'll probably have like a cool ass entrance or something like that. So.
Chris is saying Luke Harper was IC champ.
He was. Oh, okay.
They never had a tag team title reign. When that was probably the best stuff they ever did was when they were feuding with the Usos.
Yeah. So man, I think the blood. Man, I hate to copy it, but like I think the Bludgeon Brothers need to win. And
I mean, we have a podcast together, so sometimes our opinions are pretty much the same.
I know. Plus, it's tough, like when we're doing the Josh and Stu podcast predictions, which we're in the championship for, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to the finals, baby.
So we've kind of been talking about what we want to put on as predictions, so it's kind of the same,
Yeah, I'm gonna probably stray on some other matches. Let's get the last shit pre-show match out of the way. So the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal match is the first ever Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania. It was originally called the Fabulous Moolah Battle
Before
Royal.
Everyone got up all in arms because she was a fucking, like a pimp and a fucking asshole.
She was a cunt. She was definitely a cunt.
She was. I mean, if you don't want to use that word cunt, you don't have to, but that woman embodies what a cunt is.
In this instance, she's a CUNT.
And I'll see you next Tuesday for sure, dude.
That's right. For the announced participants, we have Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Naomi, Natalya, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Bayley, Lana, Mandy Rose,
Sarah Logan,
Sonya Deville, Mickie James, Carmella, and Dana Brooke.
Yes, I get to hear a theme song again.
Yeah, it's a battle royal. They don't really play everybody's song.
Oh, I hope so.
There's like 20 people in it.
Best entrance ever.
There's got to be more people in it, because this is only like 17, 18 people?
We actually do have the Yankee game on in the background. WWE Fan 316.
Who is WWE Fan 316? How do you know I'm watching the Yankee game? Because I have the Yankee banner back there? Is that what you're looking at? You see that? No, I know that, but how does he know I'm a Yankee fan? Who is that?
Who are you? Expose yourself. I don't care if it's a man or woman. Expose yourself.
It's probably because of that Yankee banner right there. I think that might be it. It is on the feed. I see it right there in the corner. Yes, the Yankee game is on. It's in the bottom of the 11th, and it's still tied 3-3. 2 outs in the bottom of the 11th, 2-2 count, and Chase and Shreve is pitching. So yeah, I do know what's going on. I know everything. I know everything, baby.
He knows everything.
This match is it's kind of a waste of time. I know they want to make everything equal with the women's division, but do they need a battle royal after just having the Royal Rumble? No.
I guess they just need something to put in for everybody.
But the thing is, the women's roster is not as big as the men's roster, so there's not as many women who didn't make the card. The only women who didn't really make the card were Sasha Banks and Bayley, and they're in this match. Maybe so they're going to be the focus of this match.
Maybe they'll have a few surprises, like they did in the Royal Rumble.
They kind of have to. But I don't think there are going to be any legends in this match. I don't think there are. Okay. Save the legends for the Rumble. I don't think they're going to have any legends. I think maybe a couple NXT girls, maybe even a couple independent girls, randomly, for a one-day contract type of thing.
Yeah.
But
Peace, Chris.
I'm not convinced that this is going to be a big show. Big show. Big match.
Show.
It's not going to be as good as everybody's hoping it's going to be. It's going to come down to the last two people going to be Sasha and Bayley.
I don't know about that.
I'm going with that, and I think Bayley's going to win because it's going to set Sasha Banks off onto a complete heel turn down the line. That's my prediction.
I think there will be something where Bayley eliminates Sasha Banks and does, screws her over. But I'm going with Becky Lynch. I think that it's going to a random person, and Becky Lynch really needs it. So.
I guess Becky does need it. Becky, they don't do anything with her anymore, man.
They don't.
She just has random matches on SmackDowns, and she wins or loses, and then has no program whatsoever.
It's a shame because she's fucking talented. She's beautiful. I mean, no offense, Maria. I'm just saying. I'm not talking about sleeping with her. I sleep with you, of course. But
talking hypothetically, I could see Naomi winning it too. Just because, they want to keep her relevant too. She's kind of been out of the picture since she lost the women's title. All right, I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that. All right, so let's just fucking go
US
with
title. Want to do US? US title?
Yes. Yeah, for the US Championship, Randy Orton is defending his title. against Glorious Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal, the modern day Maharaja, versus Rusev Day. So, I don't know, man. Something like, I really want a new champion, but like there's also a real strong part of me that just says that Randy Orton's just going to keep the title because Randy Orton gets everything.
I was just going to say, I don't know who's going to win this match, but I was going to say Randy Orton's the one who's definitely not winning this match. So maybe we finally have our first...
But could you see him actually retaining this?
Not on this show.
You don't think so at all?
No.
Just to fuck with us because they know we hate Randy Orton?
No.
Really?
I really don't think Randy Orton's winning. He's probably my least likely to win here. I was going to say Bobby Roode maybe a month ago, because I thought he was like, it would just make sense for him to win the title back from Randy. But then they added Jinder later on, and then I was like, oh my god, they're definitely going to give it to Jinder. And then they added Rusev like 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, they're definitely giving it to Rusev. So I've kind of jumped all over the place with this match. You can have it. I was going to go with... I will. Okay. I was going to go with Rusev, and I think we went with Rusev on our predictions. I'm going to throw out a stipulation to my prediction. If this match opens the card, Rusev is winning the United States title. That's my prediction. If it doesn't open the show, then I'm going with Jinder Mahal wins the U.S. title here to keep him relevant. And those are my predictions. So I have two predictions. I'm kind of giving myself an out here. But, they're still both predictions. It depends on what segment of the show this match is on. That's what my prediction. If it's the first match, Rusev. If it's not, Jinder.
Okay.
What do you got, Fred? What do you got, Fred? Ski-poos?
I think that, at first I thought Rusev was going to win.
Oh, you changed too?
But I think Jinder Mahal's gone with this one. Yeah, I think he almost needs it. In a sense. And, okay, well, we'll have a little disclaimer here. We, as Fred mentioned before, we are doing a show we're doing a prediction contest on the Josh and Stu podcast. And when we submitted when we were reviewing our initial picks, we realized every match we picked was a face winning. Every single match. And there are... Which happens a lot on WrestleMania,
It does. But there are 14 fucking matches, and they can't have faces win 14 matches. They can't. They have to have 1, 2, maybe 3. It's not going to be 50-50. It's going to be, mostly face, because it's WrestleMania. Did the Yankees just win? No, it was foul ball, Fred.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Fred.
Yeah, I looked out of here.
Dude, it was foul by, 35
I know, but the way he swung and, looked at it.
Because
he was like, boom! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, but he looked down immediately because he knew it was on.
Well, I didn't see that part.
Maybe you shouldn't react before it goes over.
Maybe you should suck my balls.
Now he's going to strike out on a 3-2 pitch. You want to do live commentary? So here's the pitch in the bottom of the 13th. It's fouled to left field. It's going to be it's foul ball.
Okay.
Foul ball, no cut.
All right, what are we talking about here? U.S. Championship?
Yeah, U.S. Championship. So you went with Rusev.
I really don't even care about this.
So you went with Jinder, I went with Jinder or Rusev. All right, so let's move on.
For the SmackDown, for the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss is going to challenge, is going to put her title on the line against Nia Jax.
Oh, look at that. Joshua Brown just asked us about that. Do you think Nia is beating Alexa?
Oh, indubitably. Indubitably.
Why can't you say that word?
I don't know.
You just go indubitably.
Indubitably.
Oh shit! Turn off the Amazon thing.
Oh yeah.
God forbid you say Alexa in front of it. Oh shit! It just worked. You guys hear that?
This so reminds me of China versus Ivory at WrestleMania 17.
It does.
It reeks of squash. And the way they've been doing this program where basically Alexa Bliss is fat-shaming Nia Jax week after week with Mickie James. There's no way that this society we live in these days are going to allow Alexa Bliss to win against doing that and bullying and all that bullshit, No fucking way.
There is a chance. The only way...
There's always a chance.
A chance that Alexa retains the title here is if Nia somehow doesn't break like a 5 count in the corner or something.
DQ then.
Like a DQ because she literally doesn't let up and the referee has to stop her. Because I'm also not really convinced that WWE has faith in Nia Jax to be the Raw Women's Champion. And with that being said, there is the the cloud hanging over the women's division on Raw and SmackDown is that Carmella is holding the Money in the Bank ladder contract, right? So
Money in the Bank contract, yes.
Yes. So she's holding the contract. Everybody's assuming it's for SmackDown, and she's been teasing it on SmackDown. She keeps trying to cash it in, and she keeps fucking it up because she's a fucking idiot.
Right.
So, but there is the chance that WWE could pull one of their curveballs and be like, "We changed the rules and we didn't tell you," and she cashed in on Raw because she can.
Could be.
Or maybe she signs a contract with Raw behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Right. Yeah.
So there's a chance that Carmella could do a cash in here. So as much as I want to say that's going to happen, I want to have a contrarian view for something on this card. I'm with Fred here. Nia Jax is going to win the women's championship. It's going to be a squash match. We said this last week. There's going to be one squash match on this pay-per-view because
she's going to get the shit out of her.
Because she's physically an imposing character, and I'm sorry, Lexa Bliss is shorter than my fucking nipple, and I'm fucking 5 foot tall. She's a tiny fucking person. She's a tiny person. I'm not 5 foot tall. I'm 5'6". But
yeah, the dimensions of both of them.
There's no way she escapes. She's not going to pin Nia Jax. That's definitely not happening. Maybe a DQ, possibly. I can see it. But.
Yeah, I mean, and you got to put as much as we don't like Nia Jax, you got to put the belt on her now because she's getting over. Okay, so Chris
Staltera, our buddy who joined us on episode 78, said the belt is not going to fit on Nia.
Probably won't. You're right.
That's fucking great. Thank you, Chris, for joining us once again.
Fucking Chris.
You guys not watching Impact versus Lucha? No, we're not. We're talking about WWE. Why would I watch that shit?
Why would I watch Impact?
I'm not going to watch TNA do anything. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
It's WrestleMania weekend.
Fucking Nia Jax has to win. She's been getting over. She is really over right now with the crowd, as much as we don't like her, so I think that she has to get the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, no, I'm totally on board with that. And I don't think Carmella's going to cash in here. I just don't think that's going to work out that way.
All right, so let's just go to another.
Yeah, let's jump ahead.
All right.
What have we not talked about?
Why don't we just talk about the other women's match then? It's for the WWE SmackDown.
Yeah, we might as well because it's tied with Carmella. So we have
Charlotte Flair. Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Charlotte Flair is defending her championship against the undefeated Asuka.
The Royal Rumble winning Asuka.
The Empress of Tomorrow faces the
Queen.
The Queen, Charlotte Flair. It's going to be a great match.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good match.
I don't know where Christopher Cruz is, one of our loyal Facebook followers, but he last week said this might have the potential to steal the show, and he's right. If they give this match the amount of time that they should, because this is the prominent women's match on the show. This is the Styles versus Nakamura women's division match, if you will.
If they had vaginas, this would be the match. It's true, though, actually.
Sorry, that was
Nakamura
so
and
random.
or Oriental, so
yeah.
It's almost the same thing.
Okay, sure.
Nakamura may have bigger tits than Asuka, though.
He's a little flabby in the chest.
Anyways, we're not really here to dissect people's anatomies because
no double play? Safe. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's balls.
I don't think so. Sorry, we're watching the Yankee game in the background. No, yeah, they're gonna review that shit. It's bottom of the 11th.
Boone is like, ah.
No, dude, he was safe. It's by a mile. Safe. Sorry.
Safe.
Sorry, alright,
safe.
so the Yankees inning is still gonna continue.
Definitely safe.
Alright, sorry. Talking about Yankees.
So what happens? Does Asuka lose is their streak or undefeated streak over, or does Charlotte lose the title here at WrestleMania? What do you got, Greg?
I got Asuka. They haven't
really... I got Asuka too. So
they really haven't tapped the potential of Asuka on the main roster with her streak yet. I mean, it's all NXT. They're pumping it up a lot. Like, they're doing these video packages about the streak. And it's all about... But you have to remember, she was in NXT for most of those 400 fucking days that she was champion.
Right.
Like, she has to continue this on the main roster. And I think she needs a lengthy title reign, too. And I think that's where this goes. I think Asuka wins the title after a long, hard-fought match with Charlotte. They shake hands after the match. And then Carmella, I'm going to say this, Carmella will cash in, and she will lose. And Asuka will still remain undefeated. That is my prediction. Because I think they've reached a point with Carmella where they realize they probably shouldn't have given her the Money in the Bank contract. Because she really wasn't ready to become women's champion, at least with this era of women's wrestling.
It's tough.
She just doesn't seem like a champion right now. If anything, she might be a viable champion on Raw. Maybe she doesn't cash in and she gets drafted to Raw, and she does it on Raw to Nia Jax down the line. Maybe.
The problem is that, the whole firing of James Ellsworth, I think him and Carmella had such a great chemistry together, and
that killed
really gave her some character, and it's
she had a lot of heat with that too.
Yeah. So that's kind of a shame that didn't happen. Anyway, that's kind of our prediction. What else we got, man? I mean, it's a big card. We're almost there. I guess we can go into the.
Let's go into the three main events. So we have. Let's just make sure we got through this. We did this one. We did this one.
We did. We had 3 matches left.
3 matches left.
Oh, no, 4. I'm sorry. We had the Raw Tag Team Championship.
Right. Let's do the Raw Tag Team. Let's get that out of the way. I don't really want to talk about this match, honestly, because it's fucking stupid. This is one of those matches where they just want to throw people on the card. It's The Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus defending against Braun Strowman and a partner to be named at the show. Rumors are now having. Last week it was Rey Mysterio. Now they're saying it's The Big Show.
That's who I was going to go with.
Literally everybody's saying right now that Braun Strowman's winning, and I want to be the contrarian, and I want to say they need some heels winning on this show. So I'm going with The Bar retaining the match, and whoever Braun Strowman's partner ends up being the one eating the pinfall, and then Braun Strowman gets into a confrontation with them, and that leads to a feud between him and Big Show, or him and Rey Mysterio, or him and whoever the fuck it is, or Bray Wyatt, because that's another rumor out there, or repackaged Bray Wyatt, which doesn't make any sense because he was in the Wyatt family with Braun Strowman, so I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going with Cesaro and Sheamus are retaining here, because this match really doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter. It really has no consequences on anything. I know they're trying to push Braun, but him being a tag team champion, does that really mean anything to anybody? It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't see him being an indestructible force.
Oh, the Yankees win.
Oh, he's out at the plate, Fred. Stop doing that to me. God damn it.
Are you fucking serious?
Fred, you gotta know to not react before it happens. You gotta know.
Thought it was a given.
Oh, no. Is Didi hurt now? Oh, shit.
No, he just has his hand up. The guy.
Dude, how is that not blocking the plate? That's fucking that's interference. He couldn't possibly hit.
Didi looks like Wesley Snipes.
He does.
He does actually.
Well, in that instant when he was like wincing a lot from being in pain from hurting his finger. Let's see. Dude, he blocked the plate. How can he slide into the plate? We're talking about baseball on a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I think the TBD is.
They might review this.
Big Show. He just signed a
right. Yeah.
Three-year contract. He's gonna be in the Greatest Royal Rumble match. I think they're just gonna have this really big tag team together.
And you think they're gonna win?
I think they're gonna win. Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Me and Fred finally disagree on some match. All right, we got through that quickly. So let's go to the 3. We should maybe talk about 4 because there's the 4th match that's not announced yet. Let's start with Daniel Bryan in his in-ring return to WWE, tagging with Shane McMahon against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they will be rehired to SmackDown. So there's a lot of conflicting predictions out there right now. People are saying, well, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have to be rehired. And some people saying, well, Daniel Bryan has to win his first match back.
Yeah.
So, what is going to happen here? I'll say my prediction right off the bat. Daniel Bryan is too big of a star to worry about whatever the storyline is with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn right now. And Daniel Bryan has to fucking win his match coming back. He has to. He has to. It's like when Shawn Michaels came back. Shawn Michaels beat Triple H in his first match back. He has to win. Maybe he gets his ass beat after the match, and then you question if he's going to be alive after, like if he's going to ever be able to wrestle again.
Yeah.
But that's it. Daniel Bryan's got to win. He's got to be the guy that gets the pinfall. I would assume against Kevin Owens, because Kevin Owens is really the guy who did the bulk of the beatdown on him 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. So, Fred, what do you got? 3 weeks ago.
I mean, originally I thought maybe that Shane McMahon was going to betray Daniel Bryan and that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would get the win. But then I ended up watching SmackDown, and they pretty much, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon were in the ring. They pretty much reconciled. Daniel Bryan apologized for going against them in different decisions and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't think that's going to be a possibility anymore. And I think that Daniel Bryan is going to win the match. It's his first match back.
Yeah, Joshua Brown on Facebook Live says Shane is eating the pin from KO via headbutt. I don't know what. Well, I guess that was an old comment. So, yeah, I mean, it's Daniel Bryan coming back. It would be cool, to see. It would be good for the story, because Daniel Bryan's this guy who's always kind of fighting adversity. He's always kind of the underdog. He's always losing and coming back and beating things. So maybe him losing his first match back wouldn't be so much of a setback just because he's back in the ring. Being back in the ring is the victory in itself. But, to me, and, the stipulation is if Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens lose, they can't go back to SmackDown. But they're going to reset the rosters in 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So they could just go to Raw and together and be off TV for 3 weeks.
That's true.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe they need a break. I mean, they do have kids. So, yeah, I think we both agree.
I got kids!
I think we both agree that Daniel Bryan's going to win this match. All right, before we get to the 2 world title matches, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room and the fucking John Cena Undertaker bullshit.
No.
So obviously nothing happened this past week on Raw. John Cena came out and basically said, it's not happening. I'm going to attend WrestleMania as a fan. Whatever.
Yeah.
So he's obviously going to show up at WrestleMania. He's going to. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know if John Cena gets into the ring at some point and starts cutting a promo. Maybe he starts acting like the host of WrestleMania. I don't know. But it's gonna go down pretty simple. It's gonna happen really quick. I don't think this is gonna be a 20-minute or 30-minute classic. I think we're gonna get a 5-10 minute match. Kind of like when The Rock fought Eric Rowan for 2 seconds at WrestleMania a couple years ago.
Do you think that match? Do you think The Undertaker and John Cena is only gonna last 5 minutes?
I would say 10 minutes.
The Rock versus Eric Rowan's a different story,
No, I'm not saying it's gonna be 5 seconds, but
yeah.
I'd say 10 minutes. I don't think they're gonna give it a lot of time. It's not advertised, it's literally not on the WWE website. It's not part of any of the promos for WrestleMania. Maybe they'll recap it when they do the big intro on Sunday, but
it's such a disaster.
It was really poor. This was a really poorly booked
disaster
segment.
It's oh my god!
This is a shutdown, Fred.
I can't remember what he said on this promo this past Monday, but
because it was terrible. It's forgettable shit,
so
forgettable
much.
bullshit.
He's like, "You're right. I could have been in the Andre the Battle Royal. I could have been Braun Strowman's partner. I could have done this and that." I'm like, "Yes, you should have. You should have been in a different match. You fucking idiot."
So I don't want to be taking a spot of another guy.
I'm just gonna be here as a fan.
So you don't want to take the spot of a 34-man battle royal. There's a lot of guys in that match. You're not really taking a spot. You're taking a spot from Epico Cologne, maybe?
Don't you think maybe you would want to be in a match with a new guy so you could put him over and stuff like that? Maybe not have a 60-year-old Undertaker come back for
This
no
is
reason.
The worst Undertaker. This is up there with the worst Undertaker WrestleMania feuds. Up with
fucking Giant Gonzalez.
I was gonna say Giant Gonzalez, and when he
King
feuded
Kong Bundy at WrestleMania 11.
Yeah, but there was the awe about King Kong Bundy because he was such a crazy and giant. And
they stole his urn.
Yeah. There's still a buzz about that. I was thinking more along lines of Big Show and A-Train when we were supposed to tag with Nathan Jones. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
And Nathan Jones didn't wrestle at all.
I would even argue that this feud is worse than Undertaker versus Mark Henry in the casket match.
Yeah,
Because at least I was into that match a little bit.
I was into that match a little bit.
This is just fucking so stupid.
This is fucking stupid.
It's so stupid, man. It's unbelievably stupid.
This is the problem with this program, is that me and Fred, we are so annoyed by this.
It's so annoying.
Pissed off about it that we can't... Look how annoyed he is right now. We can't even,
it's like the most annoyed I've been in a while with him. And that's saying a lot, because I'm annoyed with him all the fucking time.
But we can't even articulate. See, I can't even articulate the word articulate. How much we hate this and how stupid this is, and like,
it's such a bad fucking.
But I will say,
angle.
this is the reason that the WWP is here today. Is for reasons like this,
right?
Because this is what we talk about a lot most of the year.
We're gonna be groaning.
We talk about
so much,
shit. If you guys haven't watched
match.
our show, for anyone watching us for the first time on Periscope or listening to us for the first time on iTunes, you'll know
Live
it is
or
called
Live.
Wretched Wrestling for a reason, and I know I explain this a lot, but I feel like it's very important that everybody out there knows that me and Fred usually don't like what's happening in WWE.
Usually.
You just happen to catch us on WrestleMania weekend where everyone's kind of excited. Just tune in about 2 months when we start getting into spring and summer, and there's no big card coming down the line. SummerSlam is way back at the end of summer. And there's just that April to August lull that they have every fucking year. Usually June is really bad. That's from my memory.
And they're just like... And he's making it so obvious that the Undertaker's obviously going to be there. There's no doubt. He keeps saying...
Of course he is.
I'm just going to be there as a fan! It's like, obviously you're not.
Imagine how preposterous it would be if they built up John Cena confronting The Undertaker for like 4 or 5 weeks, plus because he mentioned it a couple times in the past, and then for nothing to happen. It would be the best.
I would
say it would be the best curveball that WWE has ever thrown in the history of wrestling.
I would love that.
It would be the best. That
I
it would
would
never.
love it.
That it doesn't happen, and they're just like fucking with the fans constantly through a couple weeks. It's not like when CM Punk was fired and they showed up in Chicago like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
And they played CM Punk's music. The place exploded, and it was like Paul Heyman coming out. Like,
yeah,
like it's not like a one night thing to get a crowd reaction. This has been like a month of build, and with like sprinkling of, you know, talking about it a little bit in promos in the last like 2 years. For them to not do it, it's just not happening. Of course it's happening. Who doesn't think it's really going to happen? Why wouldn't it happen? They've dedicated so much fucking television time to it. Of course it's happening. Come on.
Oh, I know. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed at this.
And it's not... It doesn't have good build now. So we're like, Undertaker, the most famous WrestleMania performer of all time, has no official match and is just going to show up and beat John Cena.
You know what would have been cool, though, if this was the year that The Undertaker was supposed to be in the Hall of Fame?
WWE fan... You want to read that?
I didn't. I missed it.
WWE fan on Periscope said, Undertaker might show up and not wrestle. I don't know. What would be the point of that, then? What would they do?
Man.
What would they do, then?
They're
just going to, like, hug each other and stuff and walk out of the ring?
The only way it would be cool if, like, if The Undertaker was in the Hall of Fame this year, and you know how they bring out all the Hall of Fame... Yeah. If he came out as the last one, and then John Cena like attacked him, or like came out and issued the challenge and talked smack to him and stuff like that, and then they kind of brawled and started into a match. That's it,
Yeah. As far as predictions go, I think we should start moving on at this point because we're just so annoyed about it.
I gotta give it to the Undertaker.
Undertaker's gotta win, dude. I said this last year when he was facing Roman Reigns, when he already had one loss under his belt at that time. Now he has 2 losses in his belt. If he takes a 3rd loss at WrestleMania, then just kill the guy. Just fucking shoot him in the middle of the ring and pin him. Take a fucking shotgun, load that motherfucker up, cock that shit back, and blow his fucking brains out in the middle of the ring. Because why the fuck would you build this streak at WrestleMania for 500 years to lose not once, not twice, which is still... fucking ridiculous,
right?
But a 3rd fucking time. Don't do it.
Why would you bring
Undertaker
him back out of retirement to lose? Just to lose.
It would be the worst. And it's not like he would be driving to a guy who's going to carry the ball for the next years. No, Cena's on his retirement tour now, too. He's doing movies now. He's doing shows. He disappears for long periods of time. I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone after WrestleMania.
He probably will. It's just fucking stupid.
Showing up for WrestleMania and disappearing like everybody else does.
I know.
So, Undertaker's winning, right? You want to talk about this anymore? Because I don't.
No. And then let's get into the world title matches, because those are actually pretty easy itself.
Yeah, everybody knows
really want
this
to
shit.
let's get the Raw one out of the way. Raw Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. This match has literally been a year in the making.
This is the most predictable match on the card. We use this as our tiebreaker on the
podcast. Roman Reigns is winning.
Roman Reigns.
This is the reason why they've fucking had the title on Brock for this long, is because this was the match, and that Roman Reigns would win.
Can you believe Brock Lesnar is approaching a 1-year title reign? A 1-year WWE Universal title reign.
He's had maybe 5 matches.
He's had, maybe 5
matches.
5. WrestleMania, SummerSlam,
Survivor Series. Fought Braun.
Yeah, and maybe 1 or 2 others, maybe? Great Balls of Fire.
Right.
You fought at Great Balls of Fire, I think.
He
fought
fought Samoa Joe.
Yes.
SummerSlam, he's in the 4-way match. Then
So he wrestled a couple times, but it was only a couple of pay-per-views. Like, he's been a champion for a year and only wrestles the pay-per-views.
Yep.
So, honestly, Fred, you and me have talked about that match to death for the entire year, man. We've been talking about this since last year because the rumor dropped the day after WrestleMania. I don't want to talk about this match anymore. I kind of want to blow through this match quicker than the Cruiserweight title match.
Alright, so Roman Reigns is winning.
Do you have anything else you want to add to it? Because I kind of want to
we've been talking about it all year.
We've been talking about it all fucking year. Roman Reigns is winning. Who gives a shit? For the WWE Championship, AJ Styles is defending against the 2018 Royal Rumble winner, the King of Strong Style, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yes.
Yes. So
as it's being billed as a dream match.
Yeah.
Which I hate that they do that, because I always feel like
the dream match should be like an internet wrestling crowd thing, right? Like,
well, no, just not even that, but just the fact that I just get nervous with stuff like that, because it's you give it so high expectations for it,
Right.
But let's see. I mean, AJ's hurt at this point. Most of the time, the Royal Rumble winners win the championship going into WrestleMania. Most of the time. I would say the majority of them. Not going to say every one of them. Does Shinsuke actually deserve the title right now? I don't think so, because he's kind of been lackluster for a while. Yeah. But on the other hand, like I said, AJ's hurt. I don't know how hurt he is, but it's also, like I said, Royal Rumble winners usually win. I'm going with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah,
I think they're just gonna do. I mean, hey, look, last year fucking Randy Orton beat Bray Wyatt for the world title, and it was like no build or anything, and it was such a bullshit fucking match. So, anything's fucking possible.
Yeah, this is actually like, for me, I don't know why. I find this actually very difficult to predict, because, I mean, AJ Styles has been the best performer on WWE for the last 2 years. And, he was kind of, like, treading water for a couple months when, like, Jinder Mahal was the champion.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of, like, everybody's kind of, like, looking at themselves and kind of going, like, are we really doing this right now? Like, AJ Styles is the best performer on the show. Why isn't he the champion? Like, Jinder Mahal doesn't even belong in this discussion right now.
Right.
And so, like, I kind of feel like I still, to me, feels like he just won the title back. I know it's been a couple months now, but, like, to me, it still feels like...
Who do you find pretty cute? Kula Pink? Kula Pick?
Kula Pick? Kula Pekkas.
Couple Pekkas.
So, for AJ Styles...
And if you want, you could send us a DM of yourself, a picture of yourself in our DMs at Wretched Wrestle.
It's so good at, like, derailing my big, like, soliloquy at the end of the show.
I'm sorry, but there's a girl on there. I think it's a girl.
Yeah. Again, the same mistake you always make. I think she's a girl.
It happened once, Craig. I mean, just because it happened to me once, just because I saw a penis once, like, that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life?
Yes.
A penis is going to stick with me for the rest of my life?
Yes. A couple penises.
A couple of penises? It was one.
It was multiple.
Explain multiple.
Allegedly. George?
I didn't mean... I'm gonna stop talking now.
Corey?
I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. So... It's hard for me to imagine that AJ deserves to lose the title here. Like, I know... You know... Then you have the other flip side. You have the Royal Rumble winner. Royal Rumble winner historically wins the title at WrestleMania most of the time.
Right.
The last couple years, it's been a little bit hit or miss. But I'm like, Shinsuke is a big star. He's big in Japan. He's huge here as well.
We were there. Brooklyn Takeover.
Brooklyn Takeover. I was the loudest crowd reaction I heard of anybody of all time during his intro when they had the guy playing the violin.
And after the show when we were walking out.
Yeah, and people are like singing it in the streets and stuff. Like,
yeah, literally singing it in the streets of Brooklyn. No joke.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true. I took a video of it. You can check our Facebook feed. You can find that from 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The Shinsuke is a star, so I've kind of wrestled with this for the last. You could say I've wretched wrestled with this for the last couple of weeks.
You've had an inner podcast in your head.
Yeah, and
wow,
I am going to say, I think AJ Styles is going to retain.
Wow,
I think AJ is retaining.
Okay,
I think Shinsuke will win the title. I just feel like he hasn't done enough on the main roster. Like,
that's kind of like my
shitty feuds.
That's like my devil's advocate to my prediction.
He hasn't really done much. Winning the Rumble was his first time where we're like, oh shit, they're gonna do something with him now. Like,
right?
Cool.
Yeah, because he basically just beat Dolph Ziggler,
which was nothing. Everybody beats him.
He lost to Jinder Mahal for the world title
a couple times.
So.
Yeah, and then I remember
all
that.
Of a sudden,
and I remember that, and I go
whoa.
well, yeah. And then there was those moments where the crowd was really into him, and he didn't win. Like maybe he does win it, but I'm gonna be the oddball, and I'm gonna say AJ retains the title here.
Okay.
Yankees got out of the inning. Woo! Bases loaded, 2 outs, so they struck him out.
Damn.
Going to the bottom of the 12th.
Wow.
12th?
Yeah.
13th. I missed that.
12th.
Yeah. So that's my prediction.
All right.
So
I'm gonna go
Fred,
and say Nakamura.
I know you said that right.
Okay, sorry.
I was actually reacting to your statement. I let you talk for a couple minutes.
Oh,
there.
my bad.
I know. I don't usually do that.
10-15.
You guys can tell me when I'm talking too much. I know I do it. Like I listen to it on the show when I replay it.
It's
a couple days later. I go like, oh, Craig really let himself talk there for a while. Like
it's all right.
I feel bad.
It's all right.
That's the description of Fred on our wretchedwrestling.com. Is that sometimes...
The Wretched Wrestling Podcast, starring Craig Dixon, featuring Fred Robinson.
With special appearances from Fred Robinson.
Pretty much, yeah, you fucker.
My bad. So...
See, there's someone saying on Periscope that you're talking too much.
It's the same guy who's been jamming me the whole time.
Too much.
He's gotten better on promos, I will say that. I feel like I'm going to regret picking AJ by tomorrow. I'll be on Twitter negating my prediction tomorrow.
I feel like AJ. I wouldn't mind if Shinsuke lost. It would be it's AJ Styles plus
it is AJ Styles. He's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
still
man.
at almost 40 years old.
I can't believe. I thought we'd be more drunk for this show. Honestly,
I did too.
But because I got so excited, it was the second year anniversary of our show.
It is the second year
anniversary, and it's WrestleMania weekend.
Fred, I think you should delve into some things for a couple minutes.
Delve into some things?
Yeah, just reflect on the year. I'll be back. I'm totally listening though. I'm definitely not neglecting your feelings or anything.
Huh?
So I'm just gonna walk away for 3 minutes. Okay.
3 minutes.
I'm gonna give you some time to really air everything that you've needed to air.
Air.
Maybe
on the air.
Yeah, on the air. Whatever.
Air on the air.
Air on the air. Whatever makes you feel right inside. Whatever makes you want to say, just burst out and scream.
That gets my heart.
It's
aroused.
when your closet is really full of dirty laundry, and then you open it and just everything comes out of the closet.
I let myself out of the closet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you
with
3
all my
minutes.
dirty underwear and socks.
I'm giving you a 3-minute warning.
Oh no.
So. Yeah. So.
No, fuck, man. It's 2 years of the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. A lot has happened. Man. Like I said before, unfortunately, a lot of my dirty laundry in my closet, which I exit from, gets shown up on the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. I dated this girl, guy, who I thought was a girl at the time, Corey. Now, I didn't realize that she was a guy until I saw the tingly wingly in front of my facey wacy. So that was like really just not good for me. Then I decided to go onto Tinder, and by accident I downloaded Grindr. That was another mistake. Then I get on Tinder. Craig, quote-unquote, helps me out with my dating life. Sets me up with a pirate. That's right, a real live pirate. In the fact where I almost got stabbed, with a real, with a sword. And not like a fancy little, sword or a knife or, a pocket knife. No, a real, fucking wood-chopping sword. And it just, I just had a lot of weird stuff going on. I dated a goth girl at the time. I think I drank blood. I'm still not really out on that one. That was a little bit of a weird story. I'm going to say it's tomato juice. Some people are saying it's blood, but I don't want to actually say that.
What? So I just...
But it's all
So I just
good
came back
now,
for our audio listeners who haven't realized that I just came back. So, Fred, I did hear you talking a lot. I heard lots of words. I was totally listening. But did you let that laundry fall out of your closet?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I spilled out of the closet with all my dirty laundry.
Oh, thank God. Dude, okay, before you continue, before you finish whatever the hell you were saying, I've been waiting for this guy to...
What?
Just literally, just get it out. Just get it out, man.
Yeah,
it's the world's worst kept secret, so I'm very happy. What do you mean? You just said you...
I do laundry every week, so it's not really much dirty laundry or anything. What are you alluding to?
No, the... Wait...
What are you alluding to?
No, I'm... Not physical laundry. What are you talking... You thought I was talking about physical laundry?
Figurative laundry?
Falling out of the closet? You think that's actually a thing? Is that... Wait. Oh my God.
What?
Fred... You thought I was literally talking about laundry. You took that literally.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We're a long ways away from a resolution on this.
I took myself and everything out of the closet, with my dirty laundry. So
again with the phrasing, it's
spring cleaning.
It's very questionable that you don't know what you're saying because it's always very questionable. The phrasing.
Oh, Fred. You blowhard!
And first of all, you say things like that, and then secondly... Sorry. I didn't have a secondly.
Listen,
that's
I said that in the PS, so stop, fuck, man.
You did say that in the PS.
Yeah, I did say that in the PS, and I'm going to say it in the future. So, yeah, man. Listen,
that's a callback to our for our viewers of the
going
of the PS.
Going into the thrice year of our podcast.
Also, not really a common thing. I mean, it is a word.
Going into the third year of our podcast.
Third year, yeah.
Let's make things normal, Craig. Yeah,
I would love for things to be normal again.
I'm dating Maria.
Yeah, how is Maria? I'm actually genuinely. I know we joke around a lot, but I'm genuinely happy that you finally found somebody. So you guys have been dating a couple, almost a month now, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks, man. It's been fucking I don't want to sound cliche, but as Bobby Roode says, it's been glorious, So
cool.
It's been awesome, man. We've been, we go on trips and stuff like that, and she.
You've been on trips with her already? I mean. It's only been a month.
Well, yeah.
That's a little early for that kind of stuff, man. It just seems a little early.
Yeah, I guess no relationship has.
I guess it's serious then, right? You're kind of you're kind of like leaping like normal like timelines, right? Like it's like all happening very quickly because it's like meant to be, right?
Right. It's alternate timelines,
Dude,
like Lost.
No, I'm dead serious. Like that's absolutely awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. I know that you invited her to watch WrestleMania with us this Sunday.
Yeah, you told me she was coming, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing was that I told her that I'm sorry. She told me that she has a conference in Schenectady, so she can't go to that. She can't go, unfortunately.
That sucks. I still haven't met her yet, so
yeah, she sells she's like a saleswoman. So basically,
oh, okay. What does she sell?
Like rubber nipples, she said. I'm just kidding. It's from a Ren and Stimpy episode.
I was gonna say, she sounds like another. She does sounds like another catfish on you, Fred.
It's funny. It's weird actually, but she's actually she is a pharmaceutical sales rep, and her main line is like Viagra and Cialis actually.
So she sells Cialis.
She sells Cialis from the seashore. Yeah. Yeah.
Is her middle name Sally? Maria Sally?
I don't know, but
we got some. I'm going to be a little opie here and be like, we got some comments on Facebook Live here that I think.
Let's go to the callers.
Let's go to the
Screw
callers.
you, Patrice and Opie and Anthony and Jim Norton.
Hey, you really funny comedians. Stop talking for a second so I can take some calls. All right, John says that is it. Be strong. The whole family is behind you. See?
Thank you.
You have the whole family watching.
John, be behind
waiting for you to just unload this heavy burden that's been clouding you, been following you for the last 2 years. So we were ready for that. But obviously you don't know what we're actually talking about.
All right, Craig. Okay. Do you want me to... The burden. You want me to say the burden right here, right now?
Yeah. Oh, and Chris... right before you say that, Chris Dalter also pointing out that, yes, he helped pick out the pirate, too. He helped pick out
That's just
the pirate.
great. That's a great accomplishment. Thanks.
Dude.
Okay.
I had some accomplices in my work
for the 2-year anniversary show. The biggest show of the year, okay? WrestleMania is in 2 days. Do you want me to unload? Do you want me the burden? Do you want it out? Do you want me to go out with it? Do you want me to finally say what you wanted me to say?
Yes, of course.
Last Friday, before Easter, I had meat on Good Friday. I'm really fucking pissed at myself. There, I said it. It's out in the open. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. It's out there.
I would also like to
I didn't need to. I wanted to have pizza, but I ended up having a roast beef sandwich.
I would like to announce that I am retiring from podcasting.
What?
Forever.
Why?
Because you can't possibly know. Like, this is you. This is really... You walk around your everyday life, and this is how you are.
Yes, Craig, of course. As a straight man.
Why is there a speech impediment on that word?
Craig, I can't be perfect with vocabularies and stuff, so just
Fred, can you
stop.
say, I'm going to go straight to the store?
I'm going to go straight to the store.
You said it completely normal when it's not about sexual orientation.
I said it fast and I wasn't thinking about it, so that was a different story. So,
Fred, say, I am straight, very fast.
So, I'm straight. Damn it! Come on. I can't help it, man. It's so messed up.
What we call your subconscious telling your mouth to not say what's not true.
Subconscious? What if the sandwich or something? No. Come on, people. I'm happily with the lovely, the beautiful Maria.
You start stuttering a little bit here.
No, because you're making me upset, and with your phrasing and stuff like that. You're the one with the phrasing now, and you're messing me up. So
I'm very sorry.
It's not right. I'm trying to, I'm trying to be with Maria. And me and her have been having so much fucking vaginal intercourse. It's been amazing.
WWE fan on Periscope wants to know if Fred has deleted the Grindr app a second time. Because
I did delete the app. Maria deleted it for me.
I recommended Fred downloads Tinder. He downloaded Grindr thinking it was Grinder, and he misheard me.
It's an honest mistake.
Totally honest mistake. And then he also accidentally downloaded it again, the same app, and didn't delete it for a few weeks.
Okay, the second time it can clearly be explained because you know what it was? I thought it was I thought this grinder, I thought this version of it was a skateboarding app and like grinding, like like that. So I didn't think it was the same grinder, the gay dating website. So. Guys, this stuff happens to everybody all the time. It doesn't just happen to me. Like, like it's being straight. Like, Maria, hello. Like, Maria is there, here, there, and everywhere. Just like the WWP, and we're having vaginal intercourse everywhere.
Again, you don't have
She
to...
came to my job and banged me in the car.
You don't have to say vaginal.
Fine, intercourse with me. And
say sex, just...
Because
it's so specific. So oddly specific.
It's because I came in her, like, you gotta be upset about it.
Why didn't you say I ejaculated into her? You're so fucking eloquent with every other fucking goddamn word.
Yes, my hormones built up, and then I splooged white stuff into her, like, baby canal or whatever. I think that's what, like, babies are made from, right? I just, if I see a stork...
Where's this
stork? I'm running, because I don't want a baby right now, that's for sure. I can't have a Frederick the Fourth. Right now. Right here, right now.
So you also... You know what?
What?
I'm going to let you have this one.
Okay.
Fred, do you leave cookies and milk out on December 24th for any reason? Still?
Oh, man, maybe it's like a midnight snack or something like that, but, for December 25th, but then by the time I wake up and I go to have the cookies and milk, they're already gone, so, like, I always miss out, so.
Why are they gone, Fred?
Because, Santa came, of course, so.
Okay.
He must have got there and stuff.
I'm dealing with a much broader situation than I thought I was.
I like pickles.
Yes. That's okay. It's okay to like pickles. It's good that you like pickles, Fred.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If anybody tells you otherwise,
and my favorite,
okay.
And my favorite cookie is a black and white.
You're a good boy.
Black on white cookie. Like Oreo.
Let him have that one
black
too.
On, like 2 blacks on white. I like those. Those are my favorites.
See, why did... I just...
Like double chocolate, like, on top of vanilla. Like, so it's really good. I like that. It's a good combination.
Now, what if you just turn the cookie upside down and it's the other way around? You don't like that?
I'll eat anything. I don't care.
Okay, so...
But Craig, well, enough about me, and it's more about this podcast right here. It's the 2-year anniversary.
I just have so much to digest right now. Yeah, go ahead.
What, do you have a big meal or something?
Oh my God. You literally take everything literally, don't you?
Literally, I think I do, yeah.
So what were you going to say?
No, it's the 2-year anniversary.
It is the 2-year
Wretched
anniversary.
Wrestling Podcast, man. Thank you.
We have a podcast.
Fuck yeah, man. That was a nice clap right there,
It's a high five.
Yeah. Yeah, like, seriously, this has been really fun.
This is ending very weird.
Really fun 2 years, though, together.
Do we talk wrestling? No, we don't anymore. You've caught the end of our show. We've been on for an hour and a half.
Aren't you happy that we've been doing this for 2 years, though?
Especially this last part?
Whatever.
Oh, the show?
Yeah, the show.
Yeah. Totes.
Really?
Yeah, I love it, man.
Oh.
I look forward to it every week.
Do you?
I do. So good.
Cool, me too. Like, I'm glad that I have...
Yeah, me too.
That no matter what, there'll be a friend here that...
Uh-oh. You caught it?
Holy shit.
Oh, baby! Woo!
That's tall, freaky
Judge
motherfucker.
Just robbed top of the 13th inning.
Wow.
Home run.
That was Brett Gardner. That would have been over.
Yeah. Thank God Judge is taller than the outfield wall.
Look at that. That would have been a home run. Holy shit, that was a great play.
This is a great game. Early season, like... You guys want to watch anything better than this shit show that you're watching? You guys forgot to predict who will get called up after Mania. That's true. We did mention a couple guys as we were doing NXT.
I think AOP is finally
getting called up. AOP is definitely getting called up.
I thought Ember Moon, but you thought maybe not.
I think the Iconic duo is going to get called up. They've held them off TV for a while. I think they're definitely getting called up. They haven't even been mentioned lately. They're definitely getting called up. They haven't been
mentioned or anything like that.
They're definitely getting called up.
I didn't really see Nikki Cross much either, honestly.
Yeah, Nikki Cross has kind of just been a manager for she had a match a couple weeks ago that was really good, but I don't remember who it was.
People have been saying that maybe Cien Almas would be. I really hope he doesn't get called up because I feel like
he's gonna die on the main roster.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because when he was in the Royal Rumble, he looked so bland.
Yeah, because he doesn't have like the physique. He doesn't really have like the.
He's not like a Ricochet type of like high spot.
He doesn't
dude,
like ooze confidence in the ring. Like he can have a good singles match, but he can't like just blend in with other guys.
Like him and Selena, like a great combo. Like Selena like brings him up a lot. You know,
I like. She's a very good manager. Yeah. Who else is gonna get called up? I didn't really think about that much. I was gonna say Authors of Pain. That was the one guy. I'm like that. They're definitely getting called up.
Yeah.
We talked about the possibility of Gargano getting called up, but Fred thinks he might be. I don't think he is.
No, I don't think he's going to be.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
I said he was going to win. He'd be back in NXT.
Oh, yeah, right. My bad, sorry. I don't really have many more people who deserve it, so that's why it's kind of hard to say right now.
I hope they just don't do too many people. Like, Authors of Pain, okay, fine.
Yeah, don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it. You know, like, what did we have last year? We had Nakamura,
Bobby Roode,
and the Revival.
Yeah,
that was it. I think.
Was Samoa Joe up, or was he already?
He was up already. Yeah, you're right. So that was 3 people. So if you think about the same thing, Authors of Pain. Who else would we say?
Oh, and Ty Dillinger got called up too.
Oh yes.
I think Killian Dane might get called up as well. I don't know why. I think that not Killian Dane. Sorry, the other fat fuck. The other big hoss, Lars Sullivan. I think he's going to get called up. For some reason,
okay.
I just feel the WWE really liking him right now.
They're actually saying that
Judge is going to hit a walk-off.
Someone's going to tag team match on the pre-show of NXT. People are thinking that it might... someone's opening an issue challenge, and they think that War Machine would actually be the ones to open.
That would be fucking awesome.
I forgot who the tag team was. Fuck, it's like... Anybody know the tag team out there that's opening the challenge? They had like a tweet that said like at NXT Takeover we are going to war or something like that. So it's War Machine.
Was it the Street Profits? No,
it wasn't the Street Profits. Yeah, I don't know who it was, but
was it the shitty Tito Sabatelli and Riddick Ross or whatever?
Nah, it wasn't TM61 either. I can't remember who it is at the moment, but whatever. So now that War Machine is there, that's a perfect time for AOP to go to the main roster.
They have
because
to
now they got another big guy tag team.
Similar tag teams, yeah. They gotta keep them away from each other for the time being. I didn't really think about it too much.
Yeah,
I didn't really think about it. I'm kind of like watching the A game, and I thought.
So on a serious note, we're waiting for Judge to see what Judge is going to do.
Judge gonna walk off home run soon.
Not right now. Not that pitch.
I was gonna say now.
Do you have on the serious note? Do you have anything to say to everybody out there for our our 2nd year anniversary?
Oh yeah, Chris said Asuka got called up too. Anything to say to anybody?
Or not specifically, but do you have any thoughts or whatever before we leave?
I think it's been a good ride. We've had some ups, we've had some downs. Most of the downs were in the early days when we missed a lot of shows. Mm-hmm. That first year there was one point where we had like 3 shows in about an 8-week span or something like that.
Yeah, that was a bad period.
Yeah, like you were sick, I was sick. There was just a lot of shit going on, and I kind of thought. I'm being serious now. I kind of thought the podcast was going to kind of fall apart and, like, not become a thing. And then, I don't know what, but, like, when we hit the 1-year anniversary last year, I feel like we kicked it up another notch and we've really kind of, like, delivered a much better show. And I'm actually being dead serious. I'm not trying to be like...
Yeah, I think that rejuvenated us a lot.
Going gimmick-wise right now.
I think that rejuvenated us a lot. A lot of people were on that show, like, hanging out with us and stuff like that. So, kind of got us going again. I think this year we really... hit it like it was kind of a make or break moment, like where we had to decide whether we were going to do it or not.
Yeah.
I like to thank everybody out there that's been loyal with us week after week, watches the show. There's so many people out there: Rob Hawes, Christopher Cruz, RJ, Josh Brown comes on there, K Dog, my boy Kevin, DX, Chris Surratt. Anybody else do we know off the top of our heads here?
You said DX.
I'm sorry if I forget
DX
anybody. DX, Chris Altair, of course, who's been on the show.
We talk about the people who used to watch the show who have disappeared.
Josh Peck, of course.
Factual Josh Peck. Chris Cerny, who joined us on episode 69.
Yep.
Tim Roberts, who joined us on episode 69.
Chuck Fury,
who joined us on episode 68, I believe.
68. Yep.
And you said Chris Altair, who joined us on episode 78. That was fun as well. Who else am I forgetting? Yeah, I know.
I feel like we're forgetting some.
I know
people.
Our friends at the NWO at the Yankees almost hit a walk-off home run, but it went just foul. Our friends at the Wrestling Nerds Alliance, Rob and Cliff, even though he hates me, and Ed, who tried to invade my home.
Smart Spot, Leo and Josh Brown.
Fuck Leo though. Fuck him.
Gimmick Table, Matt and Bats,
Raw's Boar, which has evolved
now
into
defunct.
Yes,
and is now as Boar is
Boar meets World.
Boar meets World.
We have Annie, who has joined us a couple times on our Periscope feeds.
Good friend of ours.
Lola Bradbury, or whatever her name is.
Bradbury.
Mm-hmm. She's a very good show. You guys should check it out. Who else are we forgetting?
I think that's it, man. I think a couple other people, maybe View from the Top Rope.
Good Heel to the Face podcast. Josh and Stu podcast.
A lot of good people out there.
RJ, oh my god, RJ, who was like one of our most loyal followers at one time, and has his own show now, Ringside Ranch. Check that out.
He's been doing well with his
show. Thank you, RJ, for always supporting our podcast.
Yeah.
Really, thank you, everybody, who's watched us for the last 2 years. Anyone who's joining us for the first time. We have a lot of fun around here, so you should actually, give us a check. Check us out when we're not recapping and previewing 1,000 fucking matches on a WrestleMania card.
Exactly.
Check us out in a really shitty week of WWE programming in June. You're gonna have a good time here,
especially when there's alcohol involved.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm actually surprised we didn't drink that much today.
Yeah, I know. I got work tomorrow, but I was gonna get drunk anyway.
Yeah, I kind of was expecting it, and it just didn't happen. But I had a good show. I think we should start wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Available
on Twitter at Wretched Wrestle.
Yep. You can find us on Facebook at Facebook.com/Wretched Wrestling.
That's right. We're available. This live feed of the video shows up on YouTube at Wretched Wrestling.
You have to search for them.
Yes, exactly. We're available on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Podomatic, sometimes SoundCloud. We're still trying to get on Spotify. Hopefully, we will. That'd be really nice for us.
That'd be amazing.
On there. Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Yeah. So
you can follow us on Instagram at Wretched Wrestling. # no original content.
That's right.
And you can always. Guys, you can always interact with us on our live feeds. We do every show. We do a show pretty much every weekend.
Yeah.
Usually Friday, sometimes Saturday nights. Usually around 10:30, 11 Eastern Daylight Time. We are.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, and on a serious note, I'd like to thank Craig for doing this week in and week out. I know obviously he's here at his house, but I know he's got a kid, he's got a job and a wife, and it's not easy for him. I have a much looser lifestyle,
Yes,
and I'm more available to do things. So I'd like to thank Craig for always being there and wanting to do this weekend.
And I would actually like to thank Fred for being here every week during tax season. He is an accountant, and this is a very bad time of year. And it's a really inconvenient time to be a bad time of year with WrestleMania always coming around this time. But the dude fucking is here every week, so I give him props for showing up, despite the fact that he's working Saturdays now and doing fucking shit until April 15th. Can't wait for that 15th, man, right?
Can't fucking
High
wait.
five. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I work in the finance industry, so I know exactly how he feels.
He knows what I'm going through. Then a week later, I'm having my hernia fixed. So that's always fun, too.
Yeah. All right. Christopher Cruz finally joined us as we're wrapping up. Thanks, Chris. We actually shouted you out on the show before.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's going to be it. We're not, no craziness right now. But,
we're just going
to end it, and that's it.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Stay tuned next week. I might not be in the area next week, so we might have to do some show on like a Tuesday night, Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It's a hard week not to do a show.
Yeah, it's a very hard week. Just like Fred, always showing up here for WrestleMania during tax season. I gotta kind of show up somehow for the posting, even though I'm gonna be out of the state. So we're gonna figure out something. We're probably not gonna be on during the weekend, though. I will not be able to. So if you do see us, we will be out there maybe Tuesday, Wednesday night, possibly Thursday. Thursday's probably bad. So Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. We will let you guys know on Twitter. Just follow us on Twitter. That's where most of our updates are.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see you guys next week. Frank,
enjoy WrestleMania weekend, guys.
Enjoy WrestleMania weekend. Takeover.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Hall of Fame tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed Takeover. And, of course, WrestleMania, the granddaddy of them all, where all of us end up being marks on this special.
Yeah, we're all very marky on this weekend.
Stuff like that. So, on that note, let's end it on a positive way.
Yeah, let's end on a positive
way. And I will say this. We love wrestling.
Except for everything that John Cena has done the last couple weeks, because that's been brutal. It's been pretty bad. And that is why we have the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. We'll see you guys next week. Peace! See ya! See ya! 2? Sweet! It's only on the live feeds.
Yeah, I shut it off.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys. Enjoy the shows.
Enjoy the shows. And eat a bunch of dicks.
I shut it off. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, that's